Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. We are in Hogsmeade. Oh, did it take me all the way back? Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess I thought maybe it would put me kind of where I left off, but no bueno. So we did that. We were gonna go here next. No, did we go here? I don't think we ever went into Mr. Pippin's potions here. So let's do that. Like I said, we are in Hogsmeade. We're kind of making the rounds. This is our first time here. If you guys are just jumping in for the first time, I would recommend starting from the beginning. Maybe go back, watch part 1 through 4, and then join me here. But hey, listen, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. What I will ask, though, is that you potentially like the video and maybe sub to the channel, because that would be neat. We would love that. Yeah, we're just exploring Hogsmeade, doing our thing. You've not been in here yet. Got to watch my wife play this a little bit yesterday. She had a good time with it. Silver scarf. That's nice.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though, I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments.
What's the J stand
You'll
for?
have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer
Oh, I thought he was
ready-made
gonna say drugs.
drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we?
Let's do it.
What can I do for you today?
You know what you can do for me. We already talked about it. I will take an Edurus potion. Causes a rocky film to develop on the consumer's skin, helping protect them from harm. Okay.
A wise decision.
And a Wiggenwell potion. You know what that is.
Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory. Or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Visibility potion. Maxima potion. Apologies if I'm kind of clearing my throat and stuff. I've been talking a lot today. And the old voice box is feeling it a little bit, so.
I hope to see you again. Farewell.
We're gonna try to gut our way through this. Also, my son's been sick for a couple of days, and part of me is like, did you get me sick? Did you get me sick? I don't know. I feel fine. I feel fine right now.
Revelio.
Okay. Yes, please. Okay. What else do we got? We just did that, and then back down this direction is a point of interest we have not checked out yet. Let's go check that out. And then we got, I think, 2 left to look at. I feel a sneeze coming. Now you bow. All right, I'm fine. Sorry, I blew up. Okay, what's in here? Level 3 lock. Just gonna chug that. Wow. Wow. Chug that too. Have some nuts.
Revelio.
The box in the back. Potion. We have 12 of those. Wow, we're loading up. Ready for any kind of combat. I think I saw another box out here. Yeah. Silver half-rim spectacles. One more chest here. Gray motley garb. All right. Let's take a look at our stuff. I do have a handle, right? I do have a handle. Oh, fancy. All right. I can dig it. It doesn't look like this one has any sort of perks. Change anything. All right, we got new specs. We'll put those on, but we won't put those on. We had a new silver. Fences go up by 1. And I kind of like the silver look. Shimmery. One more outfit. All right. Hey, you know what? This game is a fun dress-up game. It sure is. Okay. And then our last 3 spots. There are 3. There's the Magic Neep, which is up here and over the bridge.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Okay, well, I'm still figuring out how that chest works. I found a couple, but I was watching my wife yesterday and she found a whole bunch. A whole bunch of those chests. There's another one. They're everywhere.
Well, hello there.
Hello, Timothy.
Oh, hello there. Please come in.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Oh, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year.
It's a popular
You must be
expression.
positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of Dittany seeds? Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
You already guessed what
Do
I was
have a look
after.
around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your
Hogsmeade.
interest, I'd wager.
Room of
that's
requirement
everything.
items.
Better go and find
Nutrient-rich.
Sebastian.
Okay. Don't have that yet, so I'm excited to see it.
No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Take that.
Revelio.
Do this. Grab this. Magic Neep cart. This cart belongs to Timothy Teasdale, who runs the Magic Neep. He enjoys being in the thick of things and engaging with customers outside the shop. We will try to go inside, assuming the door's not locked. But all the pumpkins. Holy smokes. And that completes one of the collections. Wrong button. Or challenges. Got a new hat. Oh, see, this is a hat I can rock. Zonko's Chief Prankster hat. Hat. Chief Prankster coat. Okay. I'm absolutely going to put that hat on. Cannot stop me. Oh, it's an appearance thing. Also, I forgot I had this hat. Okay, which hat do we want? Do we want that? Oh, we got a couple hats. Want that? I think we want that. Dark Arts hat. Dark Arts Garrison hat. Yeah, no, we're rocking this one. I look incredible. Alright, can I go in your house? Oh no, your house, you can't even go in your house. So we have a main quest now, which takes us back there, but let's go check out the rest of what we got going on. We got a couple more points of interest I want to see.
Revelio.
It didn't chime. Samhain Festival garb. That looks like one that has the eye. Yep. I wonder if I need an invisibility potion. Actually, you know what? I think as I was saying that, I think my wife said that yesterday. So, sorry, I'm not being original. I'm just stealing her thoughts. Somebody's got to produce some quality content around here, right?
Revelio.
Do. Well, I think we'll be heading in there at some point. 15. This was a lot longer ways than I thought. I love this game, guys. I love this game.
Revelio.
Oh, it kind of stays active. I think that kind of popped up as I got to it. Was it? Okay, 64 gold. Very cool.
Lumos.
Assuming that's right by where we just were.
Accio.
Correction, it's right here.
Lumos.
Very good. And you could just lose yourself in all of the collectibles. Like, maybe eventually it gets tedious, but right now, like, not even sort of. Every time I find one of those pages, I'm excited.
Revelio. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Not really. Good call. 28.
Come on
Got
inside.
another
Watch
buffalo.
yourself,
Gee.
though. Let's have you leave
Butterfly.
here
Emerald bloom scarf. I won't. I won't be upgrading my stuff every time I find something new.
Lumos.
Initially, it was very exciting, but then I was like, well, there's a lot of stuff. So we'll grab like 4 or 5 items, and then we'll make our upgrades in terms of what we're wearing and equipping and stuff. So some weird chimney coming out of the ground. Good to know. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Whew. Sorry I'm in a bit of a tizzy. I was just scolding some of the plants for spitting and nipping. I
those
suppose it's
plants.
my own fault for putting more than 4 to a tray. By the way, Beatrice Green is the name, but you may address me as Madam Green.
I'm gonna call you Beatrice.
Welcome to Dogweed and Deathcap. Oh,
Think of that.
mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there wasn't the constant demand for antidotes, I wouldn't need to stock so many of the little dears. Except, of course, for curses. And, well, if you've been petrified, then obviously you've come to the right place. Mind you don't knock the mandrakes. If there's an uprooting, you'll be the next one to drop dead, and I'm in no mood for a clear-up.
Someone died here.
Aye. Fortunate, really. that it was just the one. Now then, how may I help you today?
I think I'll just have a look around for now.
Very well. Let me know if you see anything you like.
May I see your wares? What do you
have
got?
for sale?
Well, what say we show you some of what's available?
Got some venomous tentacula, mandrake seed, combat tools. Okay. We won't sell anything because I'm not fully outfitted.
Doors always open.
Yet.
You be sure to stop by.
Please, I will take that. Thank you, camera. The dogweed and death cap tree. This large tree with winding branches supports the shop, dogweed and death cap. It's not even a good name for a pub.
Hogsmeade, here
All
I
right.
come.
I think that's everything. Yeah, so I think we'll push to the main quest. I swear to God, if I get back and Sebastian doesn't say anything about my hat, I will never bring him anywhere ever again. I leveled up. Let's go.
Revelio.
Okay, side path. Hold on. Oh, it's locked. Never mind. I knew it was locked. It's the eyeball chest from before. Better say nice hat. Oh wait, don't do it yet. Gladrags Wizardwear. Founded in 1750 and with locations in Paris, London, and Hogsmeade, Gladrags offers a variety of wizarding garments and accessories. Mr. Augustus Hill and his associate, Otto Dibble, happily help all those who wander into the shop, enjoying, in particular, the challenge of the customer with less fashion sense than most. Hold on.
Accio.
Ah, yeah. Bollocks. I see it. I just want to grab it. There we go.
I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
Oh. Well, that was unexpected. Thank God we're all wizards, and witches and whatnot.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Oh no! What if I wanted to go in that house? Good dodge. Alright, well here this goes. We haven't fought in a while. Oh, good job.
Are we weakening him at all? Keep at it. We'll wear him down eventually. Let me go. What was that?
What did I just do?
Benson. Nice
I pushed R1. Oh, okay, I can grab stuff from the environment. A bunch of times. Okay. I didn't really get a tutorial for that. It just seems to work.
That's right, you lovely louse. He's faltering. A few more hits to do the job.
All right. So you know, we do some dodging, do some shooting. We're all good. We're all good. Invoke ancient magic. Wow.
Goodness! A second troll. Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
Yeah,
I
vaporized him.
suppose so.
See that?
It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are.
I'm ready to be done
We're
hearing
glad to
Merlin's
help.
beard.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Ooh,
Of
I can fix
course,
that
officer.
house.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
I got the spells. I got the magic. And
Repairer. Oh, hello there. A moment, if you would.
I'll go and see what he wants.
that's awesome. What else got wrecked? Besides everything.
Revelio.
Oh, it tells me. Okay. Okay, super satisfying.
One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about.
Oh, jeez. That everything? Nope. We gotta fix these boxes. Perfect. That's exactly how we left him. What's on with this guy?
Revelio.
Oh, we got more over here. Does that one belong to this one?
Repairer. Lucky they didn't do more damage.
Okay, that looks like everything. That little purple circle's gone now.
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
Okay, this guy was ignoring me
Sir,
before, so
I
this
don't
must be
believe
why.
we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
Guy's got a real Hunger
was
Games
happy to
District
help.
1 vibe to him.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
Thank you, sir. Don't you dare turn it down.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
That's what you want to give me?
I'd say that looks as if it was made for you.
Yeah. Maybe when I was a child.
You won't be disappointed.
It's for free. Time to equip it. Oh, jeez. Yeah, okay, well, I guess the tutorial for equipping gear is happening now. Set the cloaks and robes. Okay, slot, press X. Okay, all right. Equip a robe. No. Yeah, the one I have on. Perfect. Oops. Okay, are we good? We must be good. I don't know. That ended weird. These are worth 500. I'm probably not gonna buy that stuff. I'm probably gonna find it later.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for facts.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I'd say that I agree with you.
Perfect. The 3 broomsticks is just this way.
Since I don't know, hold on.
The items, should you be inclined, you're most welcome to peruse
Revelio.
shop at your leisure.
You gotta be right up on those things. Sneakoscope. The sneakoscope is a type of dark detector and will spin, whistle, and light up when it detects something untrustworthy nearby. It should be used with caution, however, as it will alert the untrustworthy to the user's presence almost instantly. Seems like a terrible tool to use. Okay, real quick. I'm going to equip what I can and sell what I don't need. Just to, I don't know if we'll be leaving town, and I don't want to walk all the way back here. I don't think I saw any shops in Hogwarts. Okay, that's good. Good. That's what we have equipped. Duh. New neckwear. Is it better than what we have equipped right now? Oh, it's got flowers. Let's change it. Let's go back to silver. Basically everything that we don't have equipped, we can get rid of. Feel confident in that. Enemies. Troll's forehand, backhand, club swing pattern attacks will break through a common shield charms. Dodging is the safest defense. Distance will not protect any against the angry troll. Tear up chunks of earth. Okay, that's just kind of strategies on how to fight it. I want, like, lore information. I don't know why, but just how I am. Read all these already. That should be everything. All right, let's sell what we don't need.
If I haven't said it before, it's a pleasure doing business with you.
I'm not too concerned about appearance. I don't know if this stuff stays as options for me to switch into. Might check that real quick when we're done.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
If there's something I absolutely have to wear because it's gonna kill me if I don't. Yeah, I got to keep it. Yep, Stinger dueling gloves. I don't own them anymore, but there they are. So that's cool.
Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Okay. Oh, we can head talk to Sebastian. Slow walking. As fast as I can go.
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, you might even meet Sirona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
My Sirona. What are we worried about? Just a guy in a hat.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction.
Oh, Rookwood.
Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
I think
All
Charlie
you need
Rookwood
to
was in
know
the...
is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
He was in the flashback cutscene.
Let's go. Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
To the bar! Where I'd go.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Well, I mean, he helped.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are...
That guy.
How timing.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Serona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve.
Got him.
I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me.
Get him.
I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The Three Broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
That sounds like a dare.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promise to
Well.
tell you everything. But it's perhaps best I do that later.
And on that note, I think we should head back to the castle.
And we will once I grab this.
Rebellion.
The Three Broomsticks. Currently run by Serona Ryan and allegedly as old as Hogsmeade itself, the Three Broomsticks is a long-standing gathering spot for villagers and Hogwarts students who want to enjoy a butterbeer or fire whiskey. All right. We can probably mosey. Ooh, it's getting dark.
I'm certainly glad Serona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Harlow.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
Let's return to your common room for the night. Access the map. Click the Hogwarts map button to switch to the Hogwarts map. Fast travel to your common room. I can't just walk back? All right. Well. Oh, it wants me to fast travel. Okay. All right. I mean, I'm okay with starting a new day. More schooling. Oh, it just did the thing. Open to Hogsmeade. Quest complete.
Rebellion.
I have received an owl post. Field guide. Owl post will be sent when characters you've met have requests or updates for you. Okay, so Professor Fig. Come and see me. I've discovered something in the locket we found at Gringotts. Okay, I'm assuming that gets added to my...
Come and see me. I've discovered something in the locket we found at Gringotts.
He did a better job reading it than I did. Alright, we got that for the Three Broomsticks. And was it challenges? No, it was quests. The Locket Secret. Alright, we'll head that direction next. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Level 3 lock. Did I go too far down? I did go too far down. Slash, I was supposed to go up. Excuse me. Sorry, my throat is my throat is fighting back a little bit.
Last week, I performed a new reversal.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
So I can't place anything in the house chest. Yes, please. Walked right past that the first time. Ravenclaw door knocker. To gain entrance to the Ravenclaw common room, one must solve a rather esoteric riddle using logic and reasoning, posed by the eagle door knocker.
Revelio.
So, an interesting thing that I noticed, my wife got Gryffindor. And while, the basic, concept at the beginning of the game is the same, it is kind of cool starting off in different places. I still have no idea what these are. So I don't know if something explains that at some point, or if I'm just supposed to kind of figure it out. I'm okay with waiting for now. Oh, you know what? Actually, hold on. There's 1, 2. So 1. Oh, hold on. Do I have it figured out? I don't know what that is. What are you? So 1, 3, 5, 4, 9. So 13, 16. Does this have to be the thing with 5 legs? And then up here would be what? 8, 9. Is there something with 4? I don't know what that is. What that is. That's got 4. Something else have 4? One, 2, 3. I don't know. I'm fine with just doing it later.
Your father's infant mongrel could get torn from.
Yes, this way. Obviously. Alright, so we are on our way to talk to Professor Fig, which, by the way, Professor Fig, outside of his office, assuming he's in his office, is where one of the butterflies are. Kate found it yesterday. Kate's my wife. And I didn't, so I need to go get that.
Revelio.
Now I'm like convinced that the dinging that I hear is actually just random. I thought the dinging was telling me In fact, this is what I needed right here. Oops. Wrong button. Okay. We go this way. Grab right there. I thought. Is it not right there? There it is. So we'll go hand this in, and then we'll head to Professor Fig. Oh. I thought it disappeared and it wasn't going to give me credit for it. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. Up here, here. Restroom.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue.
Lock.
Revelio.
Too many things I want to look at. Professor Fig, as if my schedule wasn't congested enough, the Ministry has charged me with arranging the rather inconvenient arrival of a new student at Hogwarts, a 5th year, if you can believe. Professor Weasley insists that they need an escort and a mentor to help them acclimatize before term begins. Isn't acclimate good enough? I have assigned the task to you. Please see Professor Weasley for details. Professor Phineas Nigellus Black, headmaster. He sucks. He's a jerk.
Revelio.
So we'll wait for him, but first let's just peruse. There we go. There we go. I didn't see that when I scanned for it. Oh, there he is. Was he there the whole time?
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls too?
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
I thought he said great news. Thank God I had subtitles on.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. The restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir,
the dark
how
arts
dangerous
instructor.
could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
All right. Report to Professor Hecat, and we will do that. Shoot. It would be nice if these exclamation points would show up on the top menu. I know I'm pointing like you have any idea what I'm doing, but they don't. And when you have like something to check out, they don't show up there. You have to go to this screen. That's an easy fix I think they could make. It just would be a little bit more convenient. It would be convenient, assuming they speed up some of the UI processes on this screen. It's a little slow. It's not very snappy. All right, to Professor Hecat. By the way, if you guys recall the other day, I guess last time you watched this, the video prior to this, I gave you guys an option, or I asked you guys to help me out with a poll, and you guys voted in a way that kind of blew my mind, but it makes sense now. We are going to be releasing a single episode of Hogwarts Legacy every morning for me at 8 a.m. Central Time. One episode a day. That is what you guys voted for, and I understood once people kind of explained why they thought that was a good idea. I thought for sure like 3 would win, because I come from the world of streaming, so I'm like, yeah, nobody wants me to stream for an hour. When I go live, people want me to be live for a while. But once people explained to me kind of what the reasoning for one episode a day, you just fall behind, and then sometimes you fall off the series entirely. I was like, that makes perfect sense. This is a skeleton of an Irish phoenix or augury, an intensely shy bird who can forecast the coming of rain and whose mournful cry was once believed to foretell death. Continuing with my thoughts, what I'm going to do then, since we're only recording 1 a day, I'm going to round up to an hour. We're gonna record for a full hour instead of 50 minutes. We're gonna add a little bit more content into each video. Hope you guys are cool with that. To me, it just made sense. But we'll go an hour instead of our more traditional 50-minute increments. So.
Revelio.
And obviously, it always stands. If you guys have any feedback for me, anything you'd like to see or anything, just holler. Leave a comment. Jump in the Discord. Let me know. Message me on Twitter. It doesn't matter. Just let me know. Hebridean black skeleton. This large dragon skeleton that hangs in the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom is allegedly a trophy taken by Professor Hecat after she single-handedly defeated one of the largest poaching rings in eastern Wales during the Great Poacher Raid of 1878.
I believe we have some matters to discuss.
We do. So she's going to have an assignment for
me.
me.
Hear about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished,
I said nothing.
Come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio.
Perfect. Let's go.
You know where to find me once you've finished.
Win 2 rounds of crossed wands. Okay. Oh, I see what she means now. That's supposed to be a secret. Complete a round of spell combination practice with Lucan Brattleby. Fair enough.
Revelio.
Off we go.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
What I said. Okay, so we'll go take on another crossed wands challenge. The combat in the game is not difficult, but it's different. And that is, I got to adjust. The combat has been few and far between too, like the combat encounters. So
Revelio.
I'm also trying to adjust to that, and it's doesn't happen super often, so it's a little difficult to do. So these are good opportunities to do so. I think that's my 15th, right? The statue depicts the wizard Lachlan the Lanky, a tall, slender wizard who appears quite proud of himself. For what precisely, no one knows. One more. I need one more. Grab this quick.
Revelio.
Cool, there's my 15. Map of Argyllshire. This map depicts Argyllshire region in Scotland, which contains the Hebrides, native home of the Hebridean black dragon. Hebrides. All right, we got a challenge that we completed. Oh, and here's the rest of our quests. Okay. Let's go here. Actually, let's do challenges first, because I think I'll... Field guide page. So we found 25 of the field guide pages in Hogwarts. I'm so interested in the exploration one. God, there's just so much of this game left. It's so... Well, obviously, we just started. But I just mean there's so many things to be exposed to still. Yeah, if you guys have any doubt as to whether or not I'm having a good time, shame on you. It should be obvious. There we go. 2 birds with 1 stone. Oops. I don't think that hat looks very cool, but we'll take a look at it quick. I think we found some other stuff since last we opened up our gear. I could be wrong. I am. Okay, what does this thing look like? Oh. Boy. Nope. I want this. Right.
Revelio.
Oh, there was one thing I was going to check too. Is there... I'm looking for a photo mode. It looks like there's no photo mode in the game, which normally I don't care. Like I'm not too big into photo mode, but I do kind of want it for like thumbnail purposes. I think I'm going to start trying to use that if it's available in games. Must not be available here.
I know.
Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Well, there's relationship stuff. Let's do Natty.
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get to it. Ready to get thrashed?
I don't know if I saw relationship stuff in the menu though. 2 on 3. Adept round. Break through violet shields with 4 spells like the summoning charm Accio. Target lock lets you track enemies. Okay. So violet.
Accio. Protego.
Oh, look at me go. I'm figuring it out. No, not that one.
Lumos. Come on. Leviosa.
So I can't. Okay, I can't. The auto aim's fine, but it's really hard to see multiple enemies. Uh-oh. Okay. We got through it, but yeah, if the enemies split, it's I noticed that during the tutorial fight with the little
I gave it my all.
You did indeed.
Statue buddies. It's hard to know what's happening around you.
After that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then.
Although I do think they give you a heads up with like an orange halo around your head when it's happening. Or when it's about to happen? Okay.
Perhaps I should stick to potions.
Perhaps. Okay, what do you have another quest? Oh, this is
Hello,
actually
Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
this is the other part of her assignment. I am.
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Oh, I see what it's at. I see. I get it. Akio kind of, I don't know. I mean, Akio pulls it towards me, I guess. Oh, jeez. Okay, I got a little excited. Combos. Jeez. Okay.
Nicely done.
It would almost be easier if I could hold down
You
R2,
looked
but
good out there.
it's
Thank
okay.
you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
And that
Assignment's all finished.
should be it for her. Okay. So this door was closed before.
Revelio.
And we're gonna grab this quick. The Well of Four Beasts. Some students believe that a wish made over the Well of Four Beasts, whether near the Thestral, Griffin, Chimera, or Hippogriff, will come true for one who has gained the trust of any of the four. This leaves, it looks like. So, let's activate... Wait, what did we get now? We're just collecting stuff left and right. Oh, that's right. We just did the four beasts. So that's selected, but it didn't show up on my map. There we go. Now we're good. Can't open that. Can't get in there yet. I'm still just kind of awestruck by this, by Hogwarts. It is such a cool place to exist in. Oh, I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. Not there. I guess I could have fast traveled, but I mean, I'm not at the point where I'm bored with this place and I want to fast travel yet.
Mr. Brattleby was able
I ain't there yet.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame.
Ditto.
Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate and keep your wand steady.
Here we go. She made me nervous that, like, that time if I touched the sides, I was going to get, like, burned or something. You have learned enough spells that you need to equip Incendio to your spell set. To do this, you need to swap it with a different spell.
Good work.
To use a spell or item, you must first add it to your spell set. Add Incendio now. Hover over Incendio, hold R2 to tap the corresponding face button you'd like to place it. That's fine. And that's our second assignment, and we completed a challenge. Even locked rewards. Level up to level 10.
Incendio.
I accidentally set the desk on fire while I was aiming for you. Oh, there's a cooldown on that one. Okay. Actually, maybe there's been a cooldown the whole time, but that's the first time I noticed it. Challenges, quests. What did we get? What did we get? This one. Top of the class scarf. Okay, wear that just to flex. I notice talents is still grayed out too. We don't have talents yet. Oh, it's just an appearance thing. That's right. Of course it is. I don't know. The silver's got like that shine to it. I don't know. That's fine. All right. And on that note, that's where we're gonna wrap up for now. So we will what's our remaining quest? What are we doing? What do we do next? Secrets of the restricted section. Required level 3. Okay, so we'll report back to Professor Fig. So we'll move on with Professor Fig's quest, which looks like we will learn disillusionment when we're done with that quest. So again, still just have nothing but good things to say about the game. Having a great time. I love it so much. I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you are enjoying it, please come back for the next one. Like the video, sub to the channel, do all that good stuff, and we'll chat soon. All right? Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.